We are taking a deep dive into learning more about something we aren't super familiar with here in Colorado. Well, Danny is live at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science today to get a taste of the ocean in our landlocked state. Danny, how's it going out there?
Claudia, it is amazing out here. We are so excited to talk all about orcas at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, one of the most incredible animals. And I am here today with experienced developer Julie Peterson. And Julie, these animals are incredible.
100%. We're really excited to have them here.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so landlocked, Colorado, of course, but we have a little taste of ocean right here at DMNS. First of all, tell us about these amazing animals behind us. We have a few celebrities here behind us.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
So we are standing here in Orcas, Our Shared Future, our latest temporary exhibit here at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. And we are standing next to 3 life-size replicas of members of the J-Pod who live just off the coast of North America. Right behind us we have Slick and her daughter Scarlet, and over behind us even further is Ruffles, who was the first whale to be identified in the 1970s by scientist Michael Bigg. So you get to meet these wonderful creatures and more when you come see the exhibit.
Yeah, it really puts things into perspective standing in front of Slick here even. And Slick is the female, she's a little smaller, and you still feel like a baby in front of these giants, which is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more about the background of the exhibit, especially considering, again, we're in Colorado. It's kind of a bizarre thing to have an exhibit like this here in our landlocked states. Tell us about it.
Yeah, definitely. So we actually do a lot of community research and listen to what people here in Colorado want to see, and oceans is always a really popular topic. So when we realized we could get this exhibition here, we decided to go for it. We are really excited because this exhibit obviously shows you the size of the real animals. You get to learn about their behavior and the different ecotypes of orcas, but it's also really about the human connection that we have with orcas through different perspectives. So there's the scientific perspective, there's indigenous worldviews, popular culture, so orcas in film and television, and then sort of the environmental activism piece. So it's really a really wide-ranging exhibit, and you get to meet some really beautiful animals along the way.
Definitely. And there are interactive components to it too, right?
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things we actually created for the exhibit here at the museum is a whale watch activity where you can meet new friends, both whales and human, as you go through the exhibit on your little life preserver. There's also some other tech interactives. In the final section, there's a game where you can explore our impact on ocean health. You can take a quiz to see kind of where you stand in terms of the issues that you learn about through the exhibit as compared to other visitors. You can also learn about orca biology and anatomy on a touch screen. So there's kind of stuff for everyone, no matter how you learn in this exhibition.
So much to do, and I know that I have friends even at home that are watching right now that are huge fans of orcas and huge fans of whales in general. I know you are too, Julie. So this has got to be a really exciting exhibit for all of us. So thank you so much for being here and for
of course.
having us in this amazing exhibit. This is great.
Of course, we're really excited to bring the orcas and the ocean to Colorado.
Right here to our home state. I love it so much. Guys, you are not going to want to miss out on this incredible exhibit, so make sure you bring, it's spring break, bring the kids, come on, this is the time to do it, right? So stick around because coming up we've got a lot more to explore here. Plus, later on we'll be joined by our curator of anthropology here at the museum. We're going to learn so much more about these amazing animals. Claudia, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Danny. And as we wrap up spring break, what a great place to take the kiddos and the family for sure.
Welcome back, everybody. Okay, I've made my way through part of this incredible exhibit here at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. This, of course, all about the orca. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm a huge fan of this incredible smart fish. And hopefully you guys will come down and check out this amazing exhibit as well. But joining us now is curator of anthropology, Chris Petrello. Chris, thank you so much for having us here. We've learned so much. This is so great.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's amazing. I dressed orca-ish today.
Love that.
We gotta really just dive in here. Okay, let's talk about this exhibit and what it offers. Earlier we learned a lot about what we could experience here, but walk us through some of the science behind this because there's so much to learn.
Yeah, I think for me, and I think what I hope visitors really come away with is the ways in which there are so many different possible ways of understanding orcas and their behavior there's the scientific methods used to study them and to ensure that we're doing everything we can as humans to protect these ecosystems and these critical habitats.
Sure.
So a lot of the conservation work that so many amazing organizations are doing is really, really important.
Yeah.
There's also the sort of pop culture references and ways of knowing orcas, which have been really troubling over
Right.
time, but much more recently have really become to be much more aligned with those scientific and conservation perspectives.
Sure.
And I also think one of the really exciting things about this show is the way in which it incorporates indigenous perspectives about the relationship between human beings and orcas or killer whales
Sure.
into the exhibit. And I think in terms of science, it's really interesting that the recent efforts to understand these animals better really affirms a lot of the things that indigenous peoples of the Northwest Coast have been saying about orcas
Sure.
for forever.
Right.
So I think that that's really, really important, that there's so many interconnected stories that really demonstrate how smart, how social, and how intelligent and emotional these animals really are.
Yes, definitely. And even just walking around this exhibit, you learn so much about the amazing ways that they can interact with each other, with their pods. And then, like you said, just this area that we're in right now, really seeing how the indigenous peoples really did showcase these amazing animals as well. Now, why do you think so many people are so fascinated by these incredible creatures?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, their sort of size, their beauty, their elusiveness. For so long, people only got sort of very sort of infrequent glimpses
Sure.
of them because they spend so much time underwater. And I think that in many people, in many societies, especially historically, created these sort of opportunities to tell these fantastical, sort of frightening stories about these sort of monsters of the sea.
Right.
And I think over time, the more we learn, the more fascinated we become with them. And when we really, really dive into their social behaviors and their social structures, their ability to learn and develop novel behaviors and then teach those behaviors
Right.
to calves or offspring within pods, I think it just only increases the level of fascination that people have. So it starts as this sort of, for many people, as a sort of kind of like fear of these sea monsters,
Right.
and it really grew into this profound respect.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. And honestly, walking around the exhibit, that's exactly what you feel. You kind of come in saying, ooh, the orca's a little scary, and you leave saying, these are incredible, fascinating, brilliant creatures. Well, Chris, thank you so much. I can't wait to get people out here to experience this amazing exhibit. There's so much to see around here, so thank you for having us.
Oh, thanks for coming. We really appreciate it.
Of course. And guys, this is the perfect time to come down here. Again, the kids are in spring break. This is the time that you want to be here. Orcas, Our Shared Future is going on right now at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. Get your tickets now at dmns.org.